Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Lumos!
Lumos! I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Revelio. Lumos. Confringo. Confringo. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it.
Accio.
And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo.
This room is full of little hooks. We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Lumos. Confringo. Fendo. Glacius. Leviosa. Flipendo. Accio. Repulso. Protego. Stupido. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an ultimate final
Accio.
Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio. Revelio. Depulso. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Accio. Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Incendio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. There's something here by the altar.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look,
Good call, sir.
stone is stacked only on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Guardian Leviosa!
You've done it! I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Lumos.
Confringo!
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperius Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand's movement. It's not an easy spell to master. There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Revelio. Confringo. Defender. Glacius.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo.
Incendio. Accio. Flipendo.
Confringo.
Incendio. Depulso. Revelio.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a
Accio.
cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with
Revelio.
symbols.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Flipendo. Accio. Depulso. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Confringo! Revelio! Luma, Flupendo, Confringo, Stupefy, Helio, Mendo, Blissed, Confringo, Glaciacio, Incendio. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Revelio.
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke! Over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Minor pleasure.
Revelio.
Pity, not quite.
Lumos. Confringo.
Easily diverted. Is that the best you could do?
Glacius. Incendio. Glacius.
I will kill you.
We have to fight.
Protego.
Uncle, to the right! They're closing in!
You'll not win here.
Shit! Be careful! Mine!
We've got them. That was both will make
Why? What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home, from my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts. Reparo! Revelio!
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Wonder who lives here.
Revelio!
Rumours of your involvement. I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours aren't...
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask. Are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable, but why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
Why didn't you ask the Ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of... They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hog...
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
This must be Arranshire. I'd best keep an eye out for spiders.
Confringo! Confringo! Glacier! Incendio! Potato!
Even more aggressive than I expected.
Glaciers! Incendio! Defender!
Surely that's the last of them.
Confringo!
Oh no, this must be Mary. Poor woman. If Mary was breeding these things in her cellar, that means there are more underground. I'll need to destroy every last spider in that cellar if this is to end. Revelio.
Confringo!
If this is where Mary bred the spiders, then let's win out. Revelio. Well, this isn't a good sign. These spiders have gone somewhere.
Confringo!
A ladder. Not sure I want to know where this leads. I'd best be ready for whatever I may find down there. Revelio. Exacts. I need to find and destroy all of these before the situation gets even worse.
Potato! Confringo! Defender! Glacier! Incendio!
That's one exact destroyed. I should get the rest. Not my fault you're a deadly great spider. Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio.
Confringo! Defender! Confringo!
I hate to think that they see me, but I don't see them. Revelio.
Confringo! Defender! Glacier! Glacier! Incendio! Potato! Stupefy! Confringo! Defender!
Confringo! Half finished, but I need to destroy all of the exacts. Revelio.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. Defender. Traces. Protego. Confringo. Defender. Places. Incendio. Confringo. Bombarda! That's the last of the spider sacks. I suppose I know what happened to Mary Portman now. She was breeding the spiders. Confringo! Defender! Confringo! I hope that's the last spider. Defender! Places! Arresto momentum. Potato! Bombarda! Glaciers! Confringo! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender! No, wait. That's the last one. And she's angry. Confringo! Bombarda! life up. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
About you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Mr. Dunn, I have some news.
Thank Merlin. About my sweet friend Mary.
It seems poor Mary was breeding spiders in her home for profit, and vastly underestimated their propensity to multiply.
Oh, Mary. What untoward scheme were you involved in? If she needed financial assistance, she could have just come to me. She didn't deserve this. Few do.
I am sorry about your friend, but you'll be relieved to know that I cleared out the spiders. It's safe to return now.
You? You cleared out the spiders? I can't believe it, but I'm certainly relieved. I imagine the first order of business will be to help the amulet rebuild. I suppose I have nothing to fear from dead spiders.
Even so, you'll want to prepare yourself. The place needs something of, clean-up.
Thank you again for all you've done. I shall keep you apprised of the hamlet's rebuilding.
Glad I could be of help, and I look forward to visiting your shop the next time I'm in Arranshire.
To dearly departed Mary.
Alfred Lawley's none too pleased. Seems he's been burgled. I shall pretend I never heard the rumours of your involvement.
hello there. Was there something you needed?
Hello. I was wondering if you would be interested in having your own shop and a house elf to help you with it. Penny's the name. Penny's mistress is selling this shop. And Penny is most eager to start working with the new owner. It might surprise you to know that Penny can sell practically anything.
Oh, it would be wonderful to have a place to sell things and someone to help me.
You'll be able to give Penny almost anything that you want to sell. It will be no work at all for you once the shop is up and running. If you want the shop, and Penny hopes that you do, you should talk to Penny's mistress as soon as you can. Her name is Cassandra Mason.
Why is your mistress selling the shop? And you?
Penny cannot be certain, as Mistress Mason so rarely confides in her. However, she repeatedly mentions how tired she has become of trying to let the shop. She has had rotten bad luck with the last few tenants.
Are you all right? Are you holding your breath?
Penny's fine. Sometimes Penny simply needs to remind herself to stop talking.
What kind of things would I be able to sell in the shop?
All kinds. Anything from essence of Disney to Mooncalfer. If a buyer exists for something, then Penny can sell it and get the best price. Just ask Mistress Mason.
Why are the premises in such disarray?
Oh, the previous tenants were not able to manage very well. They seem to have given up rather quickly. Penny is perfectly capable of helping clean and repair, so the shop will be ready for business in no time.
How is it you're so good at selling? Seems unusual for a house elf.
Oh, before he died, Penny's previous owner, Master Mason, trusted her to do all sorts of things to help him with his shop. Penny supposes it is a bit unusual for a house elf to possess such skill, but Master Mason commanded it, and Penny was happy to oblige. Master Mason was a wonderful master.
All right. I shall go and find Madam Mason.
Oh, this is splendid news indeed. You won't be sorry. You can find Mistress Mason at her home on the north edge of the village. Penny does hope she gets to work with you.
Hello, Madam Mason. I understand you have a shop to sell.
Why, yes. Yes, I do. Are you interested?
Yes, I am. I've always wanted to own a shop.
How marvellous. I think you will find my terms quite generous. But, and do please forgive me for asking, don't you think you might be a tad young to own a shop?
I am quite capable of owning a shop, I can assure you. I should think you'd be happy to have a buyer.
Well, I reckon you have the confidence needed for such a venture. And of course you'll have Penny to help you. That elf could sell tea to a troll. I assume she told you she comes with the place.
She did indeed.
I like you. Tell you what, I shall sell you the space for an exceedingly fair price. I think you might just be shrewd enough to make a go of it.
An exceedingly fair price for a shop and an elf. What's the catch?
Ah, you are wise to be wary in business dealings. No catch, really. I simply ask that you allow me to do you the favour of buying the shop back. relic, at a discount, of course, should your efforts fail. The last thing we need here in Hogsmeade is for one bad apple to spoil the barrel, if you get my meaning.
Ha! Your faith in me is overwhelming. You're sorely mistaken if you think I'm going to fail.
There's that confidence again. And, of course, I wish you every success. Do we have a deal?
What precisely do you mean, should my efforts fail?
Honestly, I only mean that if for some reason you're unable to keep the shop going, I could help you cut your losses. That's all. But, as you've implied, the odds of that happening are remote.
The shop seems to be in an ideal location. Why has no one purchased it yet?
It is indeed. But I've just decided to sell. I've grown weary of being a landlady. My late husband was the one with a passion for shopkeeping and business in general. You'd be wise to take advantage of this opportunity before the offers start rolling in.
It looks to be rather a mess. What?
As you've no doubt considered, running a shop is not... The new owner, however, will have something that previous tenants didn't. Her assistant.
It does sound intriguing, but I need to consider my finances first. I'll come and find you if I'm interested.
Very well. But if you do want the shop, I'd advise you to return to me as soon as possible.
Madam Mason?
Yes?
I've decided
I have...
I am indeed.
And...
Wonderful. Shall I head directly to the...
Please do. They're in a chest at the back of the... As you get all, I wish you...
If something threatens me,
Well, I've done it, Penny.
Oh, Penny is...
I'm glad you're here to help.
Goodness, what a kind thing to say. There is much to do.
Well then,
Penny is ready. Between the two of us, we should have this place up and running in no time.
Reparo.
Oh, Penny can already see the potential. Nothing like a bit of hard work. Mistress Mason wanted Penny to be sure and give you this key. It opens a chest in the back room of this shop.
Oh yes, she mentioned it to me. It contains some of her late husband's belongings.
Penny wonders if you should open the chest.
Are you holding your breath again?
Penny must get back to work now.
Revelio. 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 That's odd. Why would someone store one hat in here? Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. That's not very hospitable.
Oh, goody! Someone to play with. You seem a cunning sort. What fun this will be! For me, at least.
Revelio. Lumos. That's new. Onwards, I suppose. What in the... Who's there? Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. That's lovely. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Seems as if I should hang something there. Revelio. These lanterns must belong somewhere. Accio! Wingardium Leviosa. Perhaps the lanterns are meant to be hung on the hands. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Enlightening. You might survive a bit longer than the others.
Lumos. Revelio.
Oh, you've come so far so quickly. Well done. You might be just the playmate I've been looking for. I do hope you enjoy my playground. I encourage you to tell everyone about it. If you make it out, that is. Please try. If you get to the end, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. I do want your shop to succeed, after all. What's the saying?
Revelio.
Two sides to every story. Unfortunately for you, but to my story. And you'll have to complete
Revelio.
that to get to the end.
Revelio.
You've chosen the scholarly route.
Lumos.
You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me.
Revelio. Lumos.
Oh, deja vu. What?
Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos.
Running in circles, are we? Perhaps you should retrace your steps.
Lumos. What was that? Bombarda. Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Lumos. Lumos. Lumos.
Oh, how nice of him to party.
Bombarda. Confringo. Lumos. Lumos. Protego. Stupid. Lumos. Lumos. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Lumos. Protego. Stupid. Stupid one. Lumos.
Home, sweet home.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Flipendo. Accio. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. Lumos.
It's always good to have a different perspective on things.
Confringo. Flipendo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Flipendo. Confringo. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
So much fun to be had. My head is spinning.
Revelio. Flipendo. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos. Perhaps I should pull the lantern into this room to cause the room to rotate again. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
All books and
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Well done. I'll give you a moment to collect yourself, if you can. Ta-ta for now.
Revelio. Lumos.
You chose the scholarly route. You'll need more than you've learned from books to best me. I simply adore this blooming place.
Revelio.
You know, foliage, like most living things, won't survive for long in the darkness.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos.
What's this? A game within a game? Ooh, knight to h3. Nighty-night!
Defendo. Confringo. That was the wrong square. I wonder if the chess pieces on the board indicate where I can't go. Revelio.
This is a bit much.
That wasn't too difficult.
Oh, goodness! I do hope you're having as much fun as me. I think I'll keep you around a bit longer.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Bombarda. Lumos. Lumos. Bombarda. Lumos. Depulso. Flipendo. Lumos. Reparo.
Oh, I'm afraid of the dark. Doesn't
Accio.
worry you that I can see you, but you
Wingardium
can't
Leviosa.
see me. It should.
Revelio.
I'd offer you a seat, but I'm rearranging the furniture.
Lumos.
Plus, don't want you getting too comfortable for what's in store, do
Protego! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Lumos.
A worthy playmate. Well done, me.
Bombarda. Protego. Revelio. Stupid. Stupid. Protego. Confringo. Bombarda. Stupid. Stupid. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Time to raise the stakes, so to speak. Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this? Where shall I put this?
Bombarda. Protego. Confringo. Glacius. Defendo.
Cactus, cat, but cactus, I mean
Bombarda. Stupefy. Confringo.
Now that should get
Protego.
your attention. Well, this has been fun. Much to do, much to do. See you in a bit.
Revelio.
Aha! Finally! You, my inordinately clever friend, appear to have traversed this seemingly never-ending dungeon relatively unscathed. And now I suppose you'll want to go. Everyone leaves me, usually in a straitjacket, never to return. I'm starting to take it personally. I'm tired of having no one to play with. Ooh, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. If you can match wits with me now and agree to give me unfettered access to the shop for, say, 1 day a month to have a little fun, I'll sign a contract. Pursuant to which, let me see, I will blah, 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 blah. Oh, yes, leave you and your customers alone at all other times, etc., etc. You get your shop, I get my chaos. Sound acceptable? Excellent! Let the games begin!
Confringo. Revelio.
Cactus, cat, but cat, I mean, you cat!
Confringo. Defendo. Glacius. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Confringo. Confringo. Defendo. Glacius. Confringo. Glacius. Protego. Defendo. Confringo. Glacius. Bombarda.
Just once, try seeing my point of view.
Bombarda! Potato! Stupid one!
Well, well, finally, someone deserving of the playground I so meticulously crafted. Such a treat to have fun again in my little dungeon.
I must say, I enjoy a good challenge.
Ah, a kindred, dare I say, spirit.
So, about the contract.
I am a poltergeist of my word.
Just to be clear, what does this agreement entail, specifically?
Pay attention. You guarantee that I can have my fun at least one day each month without fuss. I let you work the rest of the time, mostly in peace.
Why would you enter into such an agreement?
Much as I love banging about the place, it's no comparison to seeing customers' faces when I bonk them on the heads with a chocolate frog. One doesn't really understand the value of an audience until one is without it.
Very well. I shall agree to your contract with one small addendum.
Hooray! No more of this unsatisfying banging about all day in a pitiful void. Wait, did you say one small addendum?
I did. In order that I have a successful shop with lots of customers, would you agree to causing chaos only after 9 o'clock in the evening?
Would you agree to at least 2 days a month instead of one?
I would.
Pleasure doing business with you. You've worn me out. Ah, well done. I had a feeling about you. I have to admit, Cassandra did a wonderful job finding the perfect playmate.
Hello, Penny.
Penny is so glad you're back.
You knew exactly where I was going when I entered that chest.
Penny was beginning to think yet another shopkeeper was going to end up in St. Mungo's.
Another shopkeeper? St. Mungo's? I think you should explain, Penny. Penny, please stop holding your breath. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, please forgive Penny. Penny is forbidden from telling you anything.
But how can you be forbidden from telling me what's going on? I purchased this shop.
Penny is confused. Penny thought that if you came back, you would own the shop.
You should have told me the truth and punished yourself as necessary. I need to go and find Officer Singer.
Penny is so sorry. Penny wanted to tell you everything. Truly. Surely Officer Singer will know what to do. Penny will wait right here.
Officer Singer, I have some information you might be interested in.
Ah, good to see you again. What can I do for you?
Cassandra Mason sold me her shop and then tried to drive me mad in a haunted dungeon.
Cassandra Mason sold you her shop.
I am perfectly capable of owning a shop. But more importantly, did you not hear the bit about the dungeon?
No, I heard that bit too.
And, according to the house elf that came with the shop, she has done this sort of thing before. Repeatedly.
I wondered what was going on. She seems to have had a great deal of trouble keeping a tenant in that shop. In any event, these are serious accusations indeed. Perhaps a little visit with Cassandra is in order to clear this all up. Shall we?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I see you've met my new tenant.
Cassandra, it's my understanding that you sold your shop and your elf to this student. Now, they've been telling me some very interesting stories about your business practices. Perhaps you should come with me.
Stop her! Confringo!
Confringo! Endo! Glacius! Bombarda!
What on earth are they teaching you at that school these days?
Confringo! Glacius! Defender! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda!
I should have known better than to do business with a wily student.
Stupid. Confringo! Defender! Glacius! Bombarda!
I'm disappointed in you, Cassandra.
Incarcerate! You don't know what you're doing!
Don't I? I always wondered why you couldn't seem to keep a tenant in that shop of yours. I must admit, the notion of a haunted dungeon never crossed my mind. Thanks for this. You can head back to the shop. Second that house elf of yours, she's probably terrified.
Scrawny little traitorous elf! I should have known it was...
Silencio. Oh, and not to worry. Cassandra will immediately file the paperwork needed to grant you ownership of both the shop and the elf. On her way to Azkaban.
Thank you, Officer Singer.
Best of luck to you as the newest shop owner in Hogsmeade.
Penny, I have what I hope will be good news. Officer Singer confirmed that ownership of the shop has now transferred to me.
Oh, well, that is good news. Penny is so relieved. Penny had the most difficult time keeping the truth from you. Penny promises to work as hard as she can for such a kind new owner.
I look forward to working with you.
All that's left is for you to choose a sign for your new shop, and Penny will take care of the rest.
I choose Vestas and Venom.
Excellent choice. Have a look outside.
Thank you. I shall work on collecting items for the shop's inventory. Oh, and Penny, we'll be closing the shop by 9 o'clock every night. Revelio.
Oh, Penny will fetch a good price for what you'd like to sell. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.